This is the leader of the Nancy Nation.
You know Prince Havoc? You know Jack Peterson?
I don't know who these people are.
It's your boy, Ryan Van Vliet. He's
right down from Bond.
The hipster heartthrob, Casanova Valentine.
You're listening to FightGeist.
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 WrestleGeist.
We take it again?
FightGeist, the alternative wrestling podcast.
The Pro Wrestling Alternative Podcast.
The alternative podcast.
Alright, we can work with that.
Try to contain it, okay? I know it's funny.
Hall of Famer, yeah.
The greatest heavy metal band in the world, Steel Panther.
Did you get that? That was my sigh. I was sighing. Wow.
And you are going to find a rusty nail, and you're going to slit your wrist, and you're going to kill yourself. That's where you're going, Jack. You need to lighten up.
This is Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Yeah.
When he's driving, and you cut him off at an intersection.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
You gotta do some shrooms or something.
Have you ever seen The Attitude Adjustment? That's a move.
I'm scared because I was actually talking about the voices that I hear in my head, and I now realize we were talking about Randy Orton.
Remember when Chris Benoit killed his family and then hung himself from the weight machine? Let's do that in a match at WrestleMania.
Listen up, turn it up and rock it out. Party on, I wanna hear you scream and shout. This is real as it gets. I came to your town to get some fucking respect. Taking it back to a hardcore level. You better be ready, put your pedal to the metal. Taking it back to a hardcore level. Better be ready, put your pedal to the metal.
I am Jack Peterson. I am Sex Pac. I'm Ajax. I'm Mr. Clean. I'm Mr. Trivia. And Phil, every week I'm joined by you, the man across the internet.
I'm Phil. I'm Prince Havoc. I'm Mr. Predictions. I'm Mr. Straight Hair today. I'm Mr. Body Armor. And Jack, we are about to have another amazing episode, aren't we?
Well, I certainly hope so. You are definitely rocking a different look. For those of you on the video podcast, you can see it. For those of you on the audio podcast, you might be able to hear it. Phil's rocking kind of the Sebby look. You know what he looks like. He's got sort of a weird, straight, but also kind of curly hair look going on. I don't know what you're going for, Phil.
It's called wavy. You gonna talk?
Hey, Phil.
You gonna talk? It's called wavy. I had to correct you.
Yeah,
Continue.
We're live,
Yeah, continue.
We got a lot to get to today. We have a lot of pay-per-views to pick. Specifically, two of them, actually. That's a lot. Clash of Champions is this Sunday. It's a big thing, right? It's a huge event. And we also have the G1 Climax. You heard of this thing? New Japan Pro Wrestling doing their big tournament of the year?
I've heard of it. I think I know something about it, but I'm not too sure. You have to enlighten me.
Well, we got 20 people, right? We got 20 of these guys with their strong style, if you want to call it that. I mean, honestly, I'd call it a little closer to weak style, if you will. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. The G1, right? The round robin tournament happens every year. This one is actually the 30th one, so it's supposed to be pretty big, but fewer fans because of COVID and stuff like that. So really, it's probably the smallest one of all time. But we have 20 people. They've already started this thing. We started it last week, and or over the weekend even. And a couple of these days of this show happened already. There were a couple of tournament matches, but since it's a round robin tournament, those early matches don't really count. So when it's going to come down to is in mid-October, they're going to decide the winners. So honestly, we could kind of pick this any time, but it's better to choose who we think is going to win the tournament early on because the points will dictate as it goes on who gets closer and closer to winning. So, Phil, I think maybe we should just start with that. We should just start with the G1. Do you have somebody specific in mind who you think is winning this tournament?
No, I don't. Do you?
Oh, that's one. Coming prepared. I think I do.
I'm being honest. This is an honest podcast. I'm not going to sit here and lie to the people. I'm being honest. I'm an honest man. I take pride in my job.
Do you?
I
That's
do.
never before true. Look, we have 20 people, like I said, in this tournament, and honestly, realistically, only probably a good 5 of them probably have a chance to win. You know, you have the typical, the Okada, the Tanahashi, the Ibushi, the Naito's the champion. He's probably not going to win, but we have like Evil, I guess, is a main eventer now, so maybe he's got a chance. But you know what? This might surprise you. I'm going with none of them.
Oh, so you're going with what I'm going with. We're on the same wavelength here. I see.
Tokyo Pimp?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying at all, Boulevard Bullies. How dare you accuse me of lying? You're calling me a liar? My God. The nerve of some people.
All right, Phil, who are you picking then?
Gato.
He, I hate to break it to you, but he's not in the tournament. But I guess wishful thinking on your part.
Taichi.
Are you actually picking Taichi? Because he is in the tournament.
I'm picking Taichi. I was supposed to pick Taichi the last time for the cup to beat Tanahashi because he worked the leg. He worked the leg. And I said it. And I let you get to my head. And I'm not going to let you get to my head this time. Taichi's winning it.
Well, listen, it wouldn't be me getting into your head. It would be you being an idiot. There's no chance Taichi is winning this
You say that now.
What?
You say that now, but when he wins, you're going to be like, oh my God, Phil, you were right. It's going to be you on your knees, crying, asking for forgiveness because you said I was wrong. You said it's never going to happen.
You know, I'll be honest here. You are leading me in predictions. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, Phil currently has 45 points in tournaments. We've been going, or in the prediction game, we've been going from WrestleMania. That was the first pay-per-view we picked. And I have 42 points, so it's only a 3-point lead. But overall, he has, more points than me. You've gotten more matches correct. Last time with the New Japan Cup, last time we predicted New Japan, you got more overall matches correct. When we did our whole brackets and everything like that, and it was a whole complicated thing. You had more picks correct, but you didn't pick the winner correct. You picked Hiromu Takahashi to win that tournament. He made it further than I had him making it, but he didn't win. I ended up getting points from the fact that Okada made it to the finals. Neither of us ended up, picking Evil to win that thing. But last time you picked Hiromu and it didn't turn out well for you, I feel like Taichi's even a more risky pick than that.
Nope. Not risky at all. Taichi is not going to let me down. He's not going to Darby Allin me, if you know what I mean. Darby Allin's let me down many times. Many times. I've picked him to win and he doesn't win. But Taichi, I have faith in Taichi. He is in his prime. He's one of the greatest wrestlers today. Probably ever. He's better than Hulk Hogan and The Rock combined. So I'm ready for him to win.
I don't understand that perspective, honest with you. But
oh God.
And I know you're already dreading this, but Sebby, I think you probably have a more succinct picture of this G1 tournament than Phil ever will have about a New Japan thing. Who's winning this tournament?
I have 2 answers here, actually.
Okay.
One that I would... Actually, let me put it this way. I'm going to have the finals option. I'm not going to say who's going to win between it, but I have 2 options for what the finals are going to be. This is what I want versus a realistic pick for what I want and a realistic pick for my personal hellscape. So, the first one that I would personally want, and for A Block winning it, would be Coda.
Okay.
And then the person who I would want to win B Block would be, and it's kind of weird saying this because of like how stacked the B Block is underrated this year because a lot of people are looking at like people like Yano and was Yoshihashi and thinking, well, the B Block's not stacked. No, that one's the most unpredictable because there's serious contenders in there while still being not so obvious. But for my personal one, I think the A Block, for the one that I want Kota to win the A Block, and then I want Tana to win the B Block. Now, that's what I would want, but I don't think that's going to happen. My personal hellscape pick is probably what's going to happen, and the finals are going to be Okada versus Sonata.
No, I really hope it's not that, honestly.
I don't hope it's that either, but that's what I just feel it's going to be, probably.
To be honest, I want Will Ospreay to win everything ever.
Right, that would be pretty cool.
He needs
Sebby, that's exactly what I had written down, actually, that I think that it's going to be Okada Sonata. But then again, I picked that exact finals for the New Japan Cup, and it didn't happen. So who really knows? I thought they were going to push Sonata a while ago. I thought, for the New Japan Cup that he'd win and challenge Naito.
It's bound to happen sometime soon.
I would think, but it's always possible they're pulling back on Sonata because, he's so boring that maybe they want to push. I mean, they're pushing Evil over him. They seem to be pushing Hiromu over him. I was disappointed that Hiromu wasn't in this tournament. I kind of thought they might put him in it. But what about the idea of Shingo winning?
I would love if Shingo won. I would love it to have Shingo win because he's probably top 3 for me personally in the entire organization right now.
Wow.
I like him. He's consistently putting on great matches. I feel like he'd be a great pick to, if they wanted to book him in there, he'd be a great, main eventer. He could be like the top dog at the end of Wrestle Kingdom if they played their cards correctly. Like, he's a great talent, and they should be able to put him in there. But I just feel like I feel like I'm going with the cynical ideas here. But that's just my personal go-to mindset.
And from the chat, Phil is winning G1 before Shingo is. So, Phil, is there validity to this?
Yeah, I actually am in the G1. I'm actually Minoru Suzuki disguised.
Oh,
yeah, actually, Minoru Suzuki isn't even Minoru Suzuki. You think someone that old is gonna look that good? No, you're out of your mind. It's just this like fake, this costume that I wear. I wasn't allowed to tell anyone, but I mean, my New Japan contract is expiring soon, so I was like, whatever, I'll just tell them, whatever.
Wait, so is it like a bodysuit that you put on, or is it just like your body and then you have like a makeup artist put like a mask over you?
Oh, it's a bodysuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a Suzuki body pillow. I don't know if I would go as far as a bodysuit. I can respect it. For me, yeah, I think you're right that it's a cynical view of it, but I think that Okada Sonata is a pretty likely option. If it's not, I don't know why you have Yoshitatsu on the screen that I'm looking at right now, but please close that. Because it was posted in the chat here. And yes, you're right. That does look like Phil. So I think if it's not Okada making it to the finals, then I think the options for A block would probably be potentially Shingo, potentially Ibushi, potentially maybe Jay White, which I don't want to see happen. I hate Jay White. I cannot stand him. But,
Jay White's amazing.
I like Jay White.
I don't understand this. I
feel like there's too much like interference from Bullet Club. You can say that you don't like the Jay White matches as a result of that, but I think he's still a great worker.
I think
he is,
because that's his
He's gotten
match
better
every time. I can predict what is going to happen in his match. I can predict. I remember I watched a Shingo match. I put it on, and I straight up skipped the first 5 minutes because I was like, I know he's going to be stalling and going outside of the ring. And I was right. That's what happened in the first 5 minutes of that match. He just stalls, goes out of the ring. There's interference later on, and for like the last couple of minutes of the match, there's some pretty exciting back and forth counters and stuff like that. But I mean, this is not a guy I want to see win matches,
I think that Jay White is good. I think he's improved a lot since his beginning days as a baby boy, as a young man. But I honestly, A block wise, I'd be really happy if the whole thing. Ospreay is like my number one, so I want him to win no matter what. But if Suzuki won, honestly, I'd be pretty happy with that. If Suzuki won the whole thing, it's never gonna happen. But I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Or even Zack Sabre Jr. Like, yo, what? That would be so cool.
You're only saying that because Suzuki is you in a skin suit. You just revealed that.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're biased.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Coyote Omega says, basically says that Sebby, he thought you were gonna sound like Nathan Explosion from Deathclaw. I think he might be a little disappointed.
I wish. That would be great.
Can you talk like Nathan Explosion?
I'm not attempting that at all. Like I'm just stuck. I'm stuck with this like prepubescent sounding voice, and I'm just gonna roll with it.
Sebby, by the way, speaking of, I guess just in general.
Speaking of prepubescent boys, let's talk about.
Yeah. Well, actually, kind of that is true.
Oh wow.
Do you still do songs like you did? Remember when you did Kevin's song years ago?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, I get asked about that all the time in this Discord group I'm in because, like, sometimes, like, they'll just play it out of nowhere, and I'm like, I just look back on it with, like, cringiness, but, yeah, what you're asking?
Okay, can we do an acoustic version right now? Can we do a live version? I got a guitar here. Can we do it? I know it starts. I know some of the words, okay?
Go.
Let's go, Sebby. You got it? Ready?
What are we doing right now?
Okay, you're gonna do the 4th hour song, okay? Remember the words?
No, it's been
He
like
remembers.
4 years.
He remembers.
It's like
Okay, I
it's been-
remember some of it. All right. The Oracle is living.
Fourth
hour's only begun.
Told you he remembers.
Yeah.
Hitting
I
those
don't remember the rest of
highs.
it. That's what I got so far.
If you don't like him, you're hit the chord. Dumb.
There we go. Look at that. Live music on FightGeist. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Phil, don't you have a guitar?
I do. It's over there.
Phil, don't you have a guitar that you don't know how to play?
Yeah, I could play Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson. I could play Tourniquet. I could play Beautiful People. I could play To the Stage by Aston Alexandria. And that's it. What'd you say?
Can you play any Black Veil Brides?
No, I can't. I should be able to. There's a few songs that I could probably learn, like Savior or Walk Away, which are like slow songs, like ballads, but they're very technical with their thing.
Phil, grab the guitar right now. Sebby, anything else you want to add about the tournament?
Actually, while Phil is going and getting other stuff and he's not listening, I want to actually talk about like the actual stuff that happened. As long as he's not listening, I'm gonna try my best, like keep it like less spoiler on who wins or not, depending on if there's people who hasn't listened. So just
I hear you loud and clear. How am I not listening? I have my headphones on, Sebby. What were we gonna say? I should have let him talk. I should have let him talk. He's trash. Should have let him go.
So let me just review each match. Try my best not to spoil it. Yujiro versus Ospreay, that was pretty good. I liked it as like an opening match. Ospreay still looks pretty good in the ring. You know, like I know Twitter wasn't too kind to Mr. Ospreay.
I need a pick.
Yeah, please get a pick. I mostly hate Yujiro, honestly. I can't stand that guy.
I don't mind Yujiro. He's just like never anybody that's really standed out to me as anybody who really excels at anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's good, but he sucks, is what I'm trying to say. But there's that. Taichi versus Jeff Cobb was actually a better match than I expected, and it still kind of sucked.
It's true, yeah, that's a good point.
And then after that was, I think, the break, and then Suzuki versus Ishii was like, I think it's probably match of the tournament at the moment, even though it's been like 2 days in.
Really, because I thought that match was solid, but it was really just kind of a back and forth with like strikes and stuff like that, which is cool. But I much preferred Naito versus Tanahashi.
I don't blame you for that. Naito versus Tanahashi was still like it's up there with me.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a sec. I need to mute for 1 second.
Oh boy, he's about to get beat by his father. Came home drunk.
Yeah.
Typical Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm right near the Mason-Dixon line, so it's not as bad, but it's still kind of bad.
Phil, your guitar not plugged in? What's happening there?
It's not plugged in.
Plug it in.
You could be the background music of me generically going over these matches right now.
Absolutely.
Jay White versus Shingo was great. It didn't really click with me as much as like other people were saying online, but I still thought it was a solid match. Like there wasn't too much interference for it to ruin it. And then Kota Ibushi versus Okada. Like contextually, I think it was probably like one of the worst matches of the tournament in regards to like it being a main event match with these guys in it. And it was just like, okay, they just lumbered around there, and then like the last 2 minutes they did something. Which you could say it's like, oh well, that's New Japan. No, like there is slow build matches that have a great ending in New Japan, but that one just had like so little in there at the end where it felt like it was just getting started, like the last 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden it ended, which is a shame because I love Kota. He's probably my favorite. But there's that. B block matches. Juice versus Hashi was like okay. I liked it. I think that Yoshihashi is like not as bad as people say he is. Like honestly, I kind of turn around on Yoshihashi. Yano versus Sonata. The best Sonata has looked in a match since his Suzuki match like a few years ago. And that's saying something because it's Yano that he's facing. Kendo versus Goto was great. It didn't really click. It's sort of like the J-Web Shingo match. It didn't really click with me as much, but it was still a good match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evil is surprisingly one of my favorite matches. Like it really like was a great up-tempo match that I really loved. It was probably the most surprising match to be really good of the tournament so far. And then Naito versus Tanahashi, unsurprisingly, it was great. Like that's probably second favorite match so far, next to Suzuki versus Ishii. So there's that.
What a beautiful music you're creating there, Sebby. I completely agree with all of those points. I think Yoshihashi definitely impressed. I don't understand why Juice Robinson is wearing that outfit. I hate it, but I can stand it. I like Juice Robinson. I like that he's back. He's got long hair again, which is cool. The Zack Sabre Jr. Evil match was definitely great. Evil's had some real stinkers recently, so I'm impressed. And my favorite match was definitely the Tanahashi Naito one. I thought that was just overall the best match of the tournament for me so far. I don't know what happened to Phil and why he's not in the room apparently, but I thought we were jamming out. I thought we were gonna have a jam session here. I was playing my guitar. I think maybe he's embarrassed by the fact that I can play more than one chord. But I don't know where he is.
I'm getting my chord.
Excuse me?
My amp chord.
He's dedicated.
Is he? I feel like this better be worth it.
He's taking forever, but he's dedicated.
Do you have some incredible song you're about to play, Phil?
Not at all. Look.
Not at all. All right, I'm gonna make my final picks for this tournament here. I'm just gonna say. Oh, this is tough.
Tough.
Okay. All right. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna say Jay White. I hate him. I'm gonna say he's making the finals. He made it to the finals last year. I feel like they would like to have that sort of thing happen. And I think I'm gonna go with Sonata. I'm gonna say Jay White, Sonata. Those are my picks. So Phil, who do you have going to the finals? You have Taichi winning for some reason.
No. I'm taking that. That's not real. Pat was right. I wasn't lying.
It better not be. It better not be.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Hold on. While you're picking, I'm gonna play a few chords in the background.
Oh, okay. Please do.
I'm gonna take my turn on this one.
Oh yeah.
I would love Will Ospreay versus. No, I mean we've already seen that. We're gonna say Will Ospreay versus Zack Sabre Jr., but we've seen that. We've seen that how many times in Rev Pro? 15 times. 4. Juice Robinson and Will Ospreay.
We're not playing the same chords remotely. I'm just kind of playing whatever I want.
No, I'm just going full sad boy mode on like the crazy train chords.
Oh, it's perfect, yeah. The only song I actually learned how to play completely is Learning to Fly, Tom Petty, right? Phil, I know you hate this type of music. I know you like your death metal only, your screamo only.
Yeah, I only like death metal. Yep, you're so correct.
This is all I got here. Wait, hold on. Is this the one? Yeah. How's that? See? Pretty much a master, huh? Jesus.
Shut the hell up with that Tom Petty crap.
So wait, who are you picking, Phil, to win?
I didn't mean for it to be that loud. It was like so freaking loud.
Really loud.
Will Ospreay and Juice Robinson. Those are those are the finals.
Wait, Will's winning and Juice Robinson is the finalist?
Yup.
How do you think that's gonna happen?
Because I miss the predictions. You tend to forget that.
I mean, you're right, but I feel like this is where you end your streak. By the way, I'll remind you, this is how we're doing this. If you pick the winner correctly, that's gonna be worth 3 points in the prediction game. And if we pick the finalist correctly, that's an additional point. If we pick somebody as the winner, if I pick Sonata as the winner, and he ends up only making it to the finals and not winning, I still get a point because I counted him as a finalist, right? So that's how it's gonna work. There are 5 potential points. So and to lose a lot of points. So, what's happening over there?
Do you hear my guitar? Let's play a song together.
Let's play. Phil, Sebby, thank you for your call. Unless you want to join in here.
Good night.
Good night, Sebby. All right. Phil, are we doing this?
What are you playing?
We're starting our band here.
Do you hear me? Do you hear the guitar?
Yeah, I hear the guitar.
Yeah, you do?
Yep.
Alright. Hold on.
I'm gonna make this something that's not gonna get cut out of the episode. This better be good. Okay, you ready? I cannot hear your guitar at all.
You can't? Okay. That's what I want to know. You said you could.
Oh, I lied. So Clash of the Champions is this Sunday, Phil, and there's a lot of matches on the show. What do you think about this card in general? I feel like it's kind of the fact. Jesus, you blowing an industrial fan into the mic? Damn.
You wanted to hear the guitar.
No, that's solid. Wait, let's do it again. Do it again.
I can't hear your guitar.
You can't hear my guitar?
Not
For real?
at all.
This whole time I've been playing the guitar and
No,
nobody
I've
can
heard
hear
it when you were doing it. I don't hear it now, though.
Probably can't even hear me. Well, okay, all right, Phil. When it comes down to it, I think there's only one song that matters, and it's this one.
Predictions.
Here we go. You want some epic breakdowns, buddy?
Honestly, that was probably enough breakdown for me. Hey, buddy, are we gonna go for? Are we gonna get to? Is there any chance? What's that noise? Is that a metronome? What is happening back there? Not terrible, but I can't I stop hearing that noise in the back. All right. From the chat, Phil's plumbing has gone wrong. Phil, as much as I appreciate the electric guitar, as much as I appreciate the interruptions, I think we should probably get to Clash of Champions. What do you think?
I agree.
If the replacement, if you never spoke a word again on this podcast and it was exclusively your guitar answering my questions, I think I'd be satisfied.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Phil, who's winning? Roman Reigns or Jey Uso?
Huh?
That's a really good point. Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. Oh, dude, I can kind of play that too. Hold on, let me know if you hear. All right, hold up. I'm a little rusty on this. Let me try it. See? I'm great at it.
Nice, good job.
All right, so look, my overall opinion on this pay-per-view is that it feels like a lot of these matches are just not that important for title matches. Like the whole gimmick of the pay-per-view is that obviously like every title's being defended, right? But a lot of these titles are just not going to change hands in a million years. Like they have no chance of changing. A lot of these are rematches too, which I usually don't like to see unless the stakes get upped in the rematch. You know, if like in the main event you've got Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton in an ambulance match, which we'll get to, but at least it's a stipulation as opposed to a singles match. Like, you know, a lot of these other matches are just rematches with the same stipulation, and I find that incredibly boring. There's a couple matches I am looking forward to on here, but very few titles that I think might change hands. And case in point, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. I like the storyline they're doing a lot. I like the Roman Reigns as a heel. I like the fact that one of the Usos is getting a title shot, a singles title shot. We'll be able to see what he's like in a singles match. It's all very interesting, but I don't know. Do you think Jey Uso has any chance of winning?
I would love to see Jey Uso win, but we know he's not gonna win, man. We know he's not gonna win. I can hope, a boy can dream, but he's not gonna win, bro. True. I really hope he does, though. I'm rooting for him all the way. But he's not gonna win. I mean, Roman's winning this. I think we can both agree that our prediction is Roman winning. But my God, am I rooting for Jey?
From the chat, Phil. So we have Roman Reigns, Jey Uso. What do you think about the idea that maybe Jimmy Uso could return? I know he's in prison or whatever, but what if Jimmy Uso came back and cost his brother the match?
You're onto something, and then they start their own little feud, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Uso versus Uso. I mean, that'd be insane.
That would be pretty cool, but I mean, it's not like Roman Reigns is gonna lose the title that fast. You know, I mean, it's obvious. And it's Roman Reigns. Even if he had the title for 6 years, he's not gonna lose it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
it sucks because we know he's not gonna win. I might as well just be watching the replay of this match. But you know, you never know. Still, you never know. I mean, you never know. There's a 1% chance he can win. You don't know. But yeah, Roman's winning that. I think we can both agree.
Yeah, definitely we can both agree. So we both got Reigns for that one. Another match that I feel like should go one way, but there's probably a chance that it could go the other way. We have the Women's Tag Team Championships. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax making their, I believe, first defense against the Riot Squad, the reunited Riot Squad, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, of course. Do you think that the Riot Squad has any chance of taking these titles, or is it Shayna and Nia?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Shayna and Nia. I want the Riot Squad to win, though. I love them. Of course, I love Liv Morgan, but yeah, bro.
There is the whole idea of Shayna and Nia kind of ripping apart at the seams. They can't get along, right? Even before they won the titles, they couldn't get along, but they were like a makeshift team because they felt like they needed to do it for their careers. I don't know. There's always the chance that they could split apart during this match and end up costing themselves the match to the Riot Squad. But I mean, would that matter? Like, they just won these titles. I feel like, it's tough.
It's hard, man. It's hard, dude.
It's hard, dude. Yeah, it's hard, man. Yeah. Life sucks. Then you die. Yep. And in between, there's a few Riot Squad matches that you got to sit through. There's a few Nia Jax matches you got to sit through. One of them's on Sunday. Fortunately, the way it goes. Shayna and Nia are winning, I think. You got them too?
Yeah, I got them. You can't not have them, man.
It's true. Another match that I mean, again, I feel like I'm going down these matches that don't matter. None of these matches are gonna. Dude, I hate this card. None of these matches fucking matter on this card. Cesaro and Shinsuke versus Lucha House Party. What are we watching?
I don't know. I literally don't care about the SmackDown Tag Team division, bro. I only like Otis.
Yeah, but he's even like not even a tag team guy because he's got the Money in the Bank. So anytime he could just be world champion, you know. So it's like.
I do not like. I really don't like when Shinsuke Nakamura comes on my TV. I really just don't care, bro. I don't care at all, man. Like, I wish he was back in New Japan. Like, I hear his theme, and then it's like the fact that they changed the theme so that people can't even sing along to it, and it's just that weird annoyingness. It's like, yo, come on. Like, it's just annoying. And I mean, I always love Cesaro, but Cesaro always gets put in these situations with people that are just absolutely annoying. Like, you know, you got heels that you like and heels that you don't like, but you know, you don't like them because they're a heel. And you have guys that you just like, yo, bro, can you just not be on my TV at all? That's how I feel about Nakamura. Unless he was in New Japan. Maybe I need to go watch some old Nakamura New Japan stuff to make me like him again. To make me sit through his match at the pay-per-view. I don't know. He's so annoying to me. I don't know how you feel about Nakamura, but he's annoying, bro.
No, I can't stand this man. Was he, honestly, like you say, you can go back and watch his New Japan stuff, but like, and yeah, he had some cool matches there, but was this guy ever really that good? I mean, he's fine, and he's had some cool matches and stuff like that, and he's got like a unique kind of gimmick, I guess, but like, why do people care about these people? Cesaro and Nakamura? What's happening here?
I thought he was really good in New Japan. He was like, because when I was first started watching it, he's one of the first guys I really liked. I was like, whoa, this guy's pretty cool. And he was awesome. But dude, he just came to WWE and it was just so brutal, so bad, so annoying. Yeah. Oh, okay. Jomo in the chat says he's older and he's being smart about his body versus the strong style he used in New Japan. He has a family. It's now about the money instead of the art. That's fair, but
yeah,
I mean,
I'd like to see this so-called family step in the ring, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No lies. I don't believe it.
No, that's all a lie. Chris Jericho just took a bump in a mimosa.
That's true.
That's the most hardcore thing you can do. So I don't think you're right.
Yeah, landing in a body of water. Yeah. And of course, as we established, he did end up spreading COVID to several people. So I don't think he cares about his family.
If you want a good meme that relates to Chris Jericho and COVID, check out Boulevard Bullies on Instagram.
That is a good one. That's
great meme.
So we have that match, and what were you picking? Lucha House Party.
I know they're really good. They're really good in the ring and they're awesome, but it's like they're fed to me as these low tier guys. It's just the way it is. They're fed to me as these low tier guys, and I can't help but just say like, I don't care about them. Lince Dorado, I thought he was awesome in the Cruiserweight Classic. Remember that?
Yeah.
I thought he was like really cool there, but now, dude, I don't know. It's just they get booked and they get turned into these low tier wrestlers, and I just stop caring.
And that's the weird thing. Yeah, you're completely right. They are established as people who are not going to win matches. They do cool moves and stuff like that. First
Amazing
of all,
moves.
There was a huge period of time where they just were not on TV at all, and occasionally they would come back for like a tag team battle royal or something that didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they're just given these title shots over and over. They get these, like, they fought Cesaro and Nakamura, I think, more than once in the last month or so. You know, this match has happened already. So there's no way the Lucha House Party is going to win this title match. And this is just another example of why this is such a meaningless pay-per-view. Why are we even picking this one? We didn't pick Payback. Why not just like forget about this one?
Yeah,
what was it, TNA pay-per-view?
We didn't pick All Out either.
That's true. At least we talked about it. But,
yeah. No. I mean, I'm looking forward to pay-per-view because I mean, wrestling-wise, I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy all wrestling. But I mean, just storyline-wise, you know, plot-wise, it's like I don't care about Nakamura and Cesaro, bro. I love Cesaro as a wrestler, but I just don't care about him and his tag team partner right now. Lucha House Party and like another one, I just don't really care, man. I just SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown. I don't want to say SmackDown sucks because they got cool things going on, but at the same time, bro, SmackDown sucks.
SmackDown does. It's terrible.
Like, I like the whole Bray Wyatt thing and the Fiend thing and Alexa going into a daze whenever she hears the Fiend. I think that's amazing. I like Roman Reigns being bad and stuff. But it's like, yo, SmackDown is almost like really the B show. I feel like Raw, I watch Raw and I'm like so happy to be there. But then I watch SmackDown and I kind of just, you know, I'm on my phone more than I would be when I'm watching Raw.
100%. Honestly, is there a worse actor? Right? Like I always praise Alexa Bliss for, like, even if I didn't always like her in the ring or the scripts she was given or whatever, I always thought she was a pretty good actor. She could deliver these lines really well.
Oh,
but
yeah.
When she has a very significant acting job to do, is there a worse actor than Alexa Bliss?
No. I think Alexa is very good.
Do you really?
I do. I think she's good. I think she's great. But I'm also in love with her, so.
Well, that's why. Listen to this.
When you first meet Braun, he can be intimidating. But I got to know the man behind the monster.
Oh, the man behind the monster. I got to know the man behind the monster. Is she reading the same script Matt Hardy had?
Oh, yeah, she definitely is.
Romantically?
Romantically?
I mean, maybe.
Oh.
You know, Braun cared about me, and I cared about him a lot.
All right, this is from 3 weeks ago. Why are we watching this?
I don't know. Do you know what Jomo said? Because I can't read that.
Yeah. No, because
I don't know these words.
You know what I love in a wrestling podcast? A sense of ennui with a hint of... Oh, boy, I don't know that one. Shit. I a hint of malaise. Is that mayonnaise?
I can read it, but I don't know what it's.
Honestly,
saying.
Jumbo, we try to keep it positive a lot of the time on the show, and when one of us does have a negative opinion about something in wrestling and the other disagrees, we end up having arguments that at least make something about bad wrestling interesting. I feel like right now, though, I mean, who wants to talk about Clash of Champions?
I'm looking forward to it because of the Raw matches, and the main and like Roman Reigns. Like the SmackDown matches are kind of just filler to me. What'd you say?
That's true. So you're looking forward to the Raw matches. What about this one? Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza for the millionth fucking time.
I know.
Why do they have to fight?
They're the only two tag teams on Raw. No, I mean I love their matches though. I love their matches so much. I love every single. Oh, wait, go.
You have Rollins and Murphy. You have Ray and Dominic. You had the Viking Raiders, and they never got title shots. But now one of them's injured. You have Retribution, right? Remember when I predicted that the Retribution would be the ones to beat Street Profits? Why can't they challenge for the tag title? I don't know. There's a million tag teams, but you have these motherfuckers who are breaking up. They're not even a tag team. They're not a tag team. They're breaking up. They hate each other. They brawl backstage. Zelina Vega abandoned them to go to a singles career, and they're fucking fight. They even had Humberto Carrillo. Did I say that right? Carrillo. And perfect. Dominic Mysterio teaming up, right? Which I thought, hey, kind of interesting team. I figured they would win that match on Raw. And then what? They don't? Why? Just do something new.
You're so right. You're so right. I completely forgot that Rollins and Murphy are even really a tag team, No, I mean, I love all of them in the match, though. Like, if I'd pick the match. I would pick the match. If I was booking this, I'd be like, all right, let's have them fight one more time. Because I'm just a big, fat mark of both teams. Because, I mean, they put on great matches. But you're right. Why not other people? Why, dude, if it was Rollins and freaking Buddy Murphy challenging for the tag titles, I'd be like, whoa. I wouldn't know who to pick. Because I love them both.
Yeah.
But, you're right.
Also, to be fair, I mean, it was the Street Profits did beat Rollins and Murphy for the tag titles in the first place, months ago.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
That's happened,
I forgot. Duh. Yeah.
But what happens, though? Do you think... I mean, look, now all of a sudden I'm acting like I care about this match. I don't give a shit. Who was winning this match?
I care.
Do you?
I mean, I love the Street Profits, and I love them as tag team champions, but I also would love to see Angel Garza and Andrade as tag team champions, too. I know. I'm just big fans of both teams. I can't even tell you why. I just love them so much. I don't know. I don't know who I got, though. I mean, Street Profits won last time, and I picked Andrade and Garza. So I almost want to pick Andrade and Garza again. But it's like when it's like things like this, when it's like every title's on the line and all that, I always have to be strategic about it. Like, not everyone's going to lose their title, and not everyone's going to retain their title. It's always a certain amount. So you can't pick too many people retaining and then too many people winning it.
Exactly. There are definitely going to be title changes, and I think later on, when we get to the other matches, that matter more. Maybe we'll see title changes there.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to think about this one. This is something that's further down the card that could be a title change, could not be. Like
I'm gonna go with Angel Garza and Andrade because I think they're finally gonna win. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe they're gonna be just like Nia. Maybe they'll be the Nia and Shayna on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I kind of like to see that. But I'm gonna go Street Profits. Let's just disagree on this one, just for the sake of it. Because
I want to say Street Profits, but we should disagree. I agree.
Yeah, because otherwise we're not gonna give a shit about this match at all.
Yeah.
Moving on, but matches that are again rematches for the millionth time that nobody cares about. Bayley versus Nikki Cross. Who the fuck? Phil, why is this happening again?
I don't know.
Why am I watching this show?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't understand. It's like, oh my god. Please, can we have something better? Please? Why do we have Nikki Cross versus Bayley? I love Nikki Cross. And Bayley's all... Why is it not Sasha Banks? Well, she's injured.
But she was on SmackDown.
Yeah. Why can't it... They should just do that. Why are they not just doing that? She's not actually injured. It's all scripted.
That's true. I think maybe they're saving this Bayley Sasha for like Hell in a Cell. They'll be inside the structure.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I'm happy about that. So this is just a filler pay-per-view, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Nikki Cross. I do. It really would be cool to see her win, but we know she's not gonna win. Like, it'd be cool if she won and then like I don't know something with Alexa Bliss maybe, I don't know, but she's not gonna win, dude. It's gonna be Bailey.
Yeah, I guess it is gonna be Bailey, right? Because it has to be Bailey versus Sasha. There's no, which is why it's like, I hope this match is on the pre-show because who fuck gives a shit.
I like how they brought up how Nikki hasn't beaten her all summer and whatnot, because they have fought a bunch of times during the summer. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. But like,
Gimmick is reminding us that they've had this match a million times over the last like 2-3 months, and every one. So then when Bailey wins again, it's gonna matter even less. Okay, Sebby in the chat says Asuka versus Zelina Vega's on the pre-show, and I was about to get to that match.
What?
Is that
What?
because that match I care about way more than Bailey versus Nikki? Are you serious?
So dumb. No way. How do you know that, Sebby? I don't believe you. There's no way the Raw Women's title is on the line on the pre-show. You're lying. There's no way.
Anyway, but
dude, oh my god, I'm like getting tired of Asuka. Like, not even gonna lie, and I love Zelina, so it's like perfect. It's like, oh my god, I need Zelina to win. Like, what if Zelina wins, Angel Garza and Andrade win, and they all come back together, and it was all a big front?
I would actually like that. That would be kind of cool. Are you picking Zelina then?
Oh yeah, I'm picking Zelina all the way. I don't like Asuka at this point. I don't. I'm tired of her. I'm annoyed of Asuka. She comes out, and then she just acts weird, bro. She just acts weird, and I'm like annoyed by her. Honestly.
She acts weird?
Yeah, she acts so weird. Like, it's cool to a certain extent. Like, it's all, like, Becky Lynch almost used to do that a little bit. But, like, before she was the man, she used to act a little weird, and it was cool. But Asuka just overdoes it. Like, she's always just being, like, just so weird, bro. I don't know. It just annoys me. I'm like, yo, I want my champion to be, like, badass. Not just, like, annoying and weird. Like, every time she comes on my TV, I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot for a while, but I don't know what happened now. She needs a new gimmick or something.
She definitely needs some. I don't know. Everything Asuka does, I like it at first, like with the face paint. You know, the face paint she wears, it looks like her eyes are bleeding green or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. Or, you know, whatever. The team with Kairi Sane, like in the chat, or Kajirka is saying, I miss Kairi Sane, and honestly, maybe we need that, the recorder on Raw again to make Asuka interesting. But it slowly just devolves into the same thing every week. So you're completely right. And with the feud with Sasha, I liked that at first too, and then they just kept having matches over and over again. They were all good matches, but it's like, yeah, everything Asuka does, you're right. It gets old, not like pretty fast, you know. Maybe part of it's Asuka's wrestling in a shirt for some reason now. I don't know why that's happening. It looks a lot.
She's Naito.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like she cares a little bit less, maybe. I always hated the thong on the outside of the pants, but the shirt's another.
That's a little weird, right?
It's just great. But I have Asuka winning this match. I don't think, because I feel like there's a pretty good chance, since Zelina's a manager, that she just gets squashed here. So I'm going to go with Asuka.
Nah, I don't got... I mean, honestly, I can easily pick Asuka. But I want Zelina to win so badly. This is an emotional pick. I'm picking Zelina.
Hey, honestly, I kind of hope Zelina wins, because it would be something different. I would probably enjoy that.
Urkatrick says, I think they did the same thing to Shinsuke. Maybe that's what they do to the Japanese stars.
It's a good point, because I guess with the wrestlers who can't speak perfect, complete English, maybe it's kind of like actually kind of Akira Tozawa too. He speaks better English than a lot of the Japanese wrestlers in WWE, but they still have him go to the ninja gimmick. They first of all make it explicitly stereotypically Japanese, and then they make it, you know, it's always the same with the Japanese. Hideo Itami got boring too. What happened there?
Kai.
It's not the wrestlers themselves. Well, maybe it partially is. So maybe it's their wrestling style. It's a little bit more boring.
Is there some? Wait, I'm trying to think of. Yeah, all of my picks are emotional picks. I'm trying to think of like Japanese wrestlers in WWE that really made it. Like made it.
Well, Shinsuke almost did. He won the Royal Rumble, and then what happened?
Yeah, but like people don't remember that now. He's gone. Like Tajiri was awesome. Yeah, Tajiri was awesome. I love Tajiri.
They got sick of him, and he became a jobber. Funaki, same thing, and then they just made him a commentator. I remember a lot of there were a couple of Japanese wrestlers who came in with a lot of hype behind them. Hakushi, there was that guy something Suzuki from like the mid 2000s who came in, and they always started out with like a winning streak. Same gimmick every time, by the way. But every time they would devolve into somebody who they lost one match and then they lost every match. You know, like they like to do with these monster heels, and then they joined in a tag team with a comedy wrestler, and then they became nothing.
You know what I just realized? Like every Japanese wrestler, they always have, like I feel like every time their whole gimmick is that they're Japanese. But
yes, exactly.
But what's this dude's name? Kushida, with his hoverboard, he's doing something different.
He is, but that's exactly the gimmick he was doing before. So WWE didn't give him that gimmick, you know.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, WWE wise, like to a regular person that doesn't watch New Japan, he's doing something different than every other, like a Japanese wrestler that came over. Because I feel like every time it's like, oh yeah, bro, dude, this is Japanese wrestler. You know what his gimmick is? He's Japanese, yeah. Dude, he can't speak English. That's the whole gimmick.
Should be Shinsuke and literally saying that in promos. But from the chat, Erica Jerk says, remember when John Cena couldn't shut up about learning Mandarin? I wish that John Cena would come back and his gimmick was that he only spoke Mandarin. What if the Fiend fucked him up so much?
Maybe. And also, Juice Bash said wrestlers that can't speak good English, they make them suffer. Roman Reigns knows all about that. Yoshitatsu is the only Japanese wrestler that actually wasn't treated as Japanese.
Well, but he was, though, because what was his gimmick besides a Japanese guy who does strikes?
Didn't he have a Japanese flag on his attire?
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did.
I unlocked him in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, and playing as him is so much fun.
Dude, I would play as him too because, well, first of all, his moves are pretty cool. They're kind of fun to use, but really the only reason you'd ever want to play as Yoshitatsu, or the only reason you'd ever want to watch a Yoshitatsu match, no matter what, would be for this. Here it comes.
Keep it playing.
Even that, though, dude, is like some stereotypical shit, isn't that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just put him right in the center. That's great.
Yeah.
Keep it like that for the rest of the episode.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, but Yoshitatsu, I mean, honestly, his gimmick was kind of that he was just a Japanese guy too, right? And he also followed the same trend of early on he got some wins, and then he just devolved into a jobber. Every time it's the same thing. I don't know if it's racist or if it's just that they forget about him.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of racism? Nah. I don't think so. I don't know. Do you think this is an interesting topic? Do you think Mr. McMahon is racist?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. For sure. First of all,
think about him like,
what? You know he's in Michael Cole's ear every time he's on commentary, right? So he's telling Michael Cole all the things he should repeat, like it's boss time or
it's Ross time.
Big dog, you know. So everything Michael Cole says is basically Vince McMahon's inner thoughts. I think that's what it seems like, right? So why is it? I mean, it can't be a coincidence that every time a black wrestler comes out, no matter what, no matter their gimmick, whatever, Michael Cole always goes, "Oh man, these guys love to have fun," you know?
Oh yeah, dude. It's either they love to have fun, they love to have a good time, or they're thugs. Do you remember hearing like the commentary that they would say for Crime Time? It was so bad. I mean, it was so good, but at the same time, when you really think about it, it was like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
It's and definitely Michael Cole I think is a reflection of whatever Vince McMahon is thinking about any given wrestler. So he thinks that it's really cool to call Roman Reigns, the big dog or whatever. And he definitely thinks that the only type of black character that can exist is a guy who loves to have fun, quote unquote, which really doesn't mean anything. Or like you said, a thug type character. And also there's the whole thing that Pat talked about when he called in a while back, how recently they've been putting all the black characters in the same segments, which is very strange.
Yeah, we're gonna mention that too. Yeah, I mean, I guess Hurt Business is different though because they're portrayed as like high-end businessmen to a sense. You know what I mean?
But aren't they also thugs? Isn't that just kind of the whole thing too?
Kinda. I mean, but right now they're taking care of business. They're taking care of the freaking retribution, which isn't something I want to bring up. And hold on. I need to get your video back. I did something.
Did you something for Yoshitatsu?
Yeah, I did. There you go. You're back. No, what was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. So I love when things like this happen in wrestling, right? Dude, they have a freaking heel do something face for a greater cause.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Her Business, they're straight heels, dude, and I love them. I cannot express how much I love the Her Business. They're just so cool. But, dude, they are heels. They are just bad people. Freaking Cedric Alexander stabbed his best friends in the back to go join and make more money, or win titles, right? And now Retribution come, and they're extreme heels. They're really bad. They're horrible. And Her Business is like, you know what? They're trying to ruin the whole WWE. We're going to take care of this. And it's like, they're still heels, but they're doing this face thing for the greater good of the company. I don't know. I just find that cool. Because everyone still hates the Hurt Business. No one likes them. But they're doing
that's
a face
definitely.
thing.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're not just one-dimensional characters. They're not just, hey, this is a bad guy. They're going to say bad things, you know.
Yeah.
From the chat, though, Juice Bash says, R-Truth is the whitest wrestler gimmick ever. He acts more white than Kerwin White. And I gotta say, have you watched R-Truth on TV?
R-Truth is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. He's absolutely hilarious, and he's really good in the ring. Dude, I was watching some old TNA stuff with Ron Killings, and it was, like, so good.
Yeah.
But he's
undisputed a stereotype.
He what?
He's completely a stereotype, right? He's remember, like, in the early 2010s when he was the, like, rapper. I mean, he still raps to the ring, but
he actually is a rapper.
Gangster rapper, right? And then more recently, he's like the dumb guy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, wait, is that really a racial thing, or is it like more of a funny because I don't know, I find it absolutely hilarious, and I don't know if it's really a racial thing. I don't know. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say, but I know exactly what you're saying.
Can you imagine a white wrestler being in the same gimmick?
Eugene.
Yeah, but he
was what?
The thing about
what?
Eugene. We were talking about the Hurt Business, and the next match on here is the U.S. title. We have Bobby Lashley defending against Apollo Crews. And you know what? This is another rematch. This match happened at Payback. So before I get really pissed off about this match again, because it's another fucking rematch that I do not care about, is Bobby Lashley simply retaining, or is Apollo Crews somehow taking back his title?
I don't want Apollo Crews to win. I want the Hurt Business to keep going, but I feel like Apollo Crews is gonna win. But Cedric might interfere. I'm going with Bobby Lashley. I know I should not go with Bobby Lashley, but I'm going with Bobby Lashley.
Why shouldn't you go with Bobby Lashley?
It's just something I feel, man.
Wait, what do you mean?
I feel like he's gonna lose.
You feel like he's gonna lose?
But I'm going with Bobby Lashley because I also feel like he's gonna win.
Pick a side, dude.
I'm going with Bobby Lashley.
Apollo, I'm confused because
Bobby Lashley.
Lashley for sure.
Okay, I'm going with Bobby Lashley.
Okay, all right.
It's also an emotional pick for me, Bobby Lashley.
And Dirk is talking about.
I don't want to lose. That's the thing. I'm on a 28-week streak of Mr. Predictions. I don't want to lose. All right. So I just go off sometimes. What can I say? It's crazy.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. I just say my thoughts out loud. Like it's like, yo. No, I'm going Bobby Lashley. Whatever. I'm going Bobby Lashley. I know Bobby Lashley's gonna win. What am I saying? Come on. You gotta go where you go.
So far, we only differ on 2 matches on this card, and we differ very greatly on the G1 Climax, but we won't find out about the winner of that for a while. But
right.
Last 2 matches here on this card are the ones I actually care about. I saved them for last because I knew I'd be pissed when I was reading the rest of this card, and now I want to be like, okay, these are matches I'm looking forward to. We have a triple threat ladder match, Intercontinental Championship. I really like the storyline. Sami Zayn is back, the rightful Intercontinental Champion, of course. We have Jeff Hardy, the guy who's calling himself the Intercontinental Champion, and we have AJ Styles, who thinks that he got screwed and they all have valid claims, to be in this match, and they're just gonna hang both titles over the ring, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon style ladder match. I can't wait for this one. This is gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
Now that is awesome. I got Jeff Hardy.
Really? You have
That
Jeff Hardy
is awesome. That's so cool. I can't wait for that. See, that's something that's one of the things on SmackDown I really like. Like everything that Jeff Hardy's been doing, I really like.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I like what Jeff Hardy's doing. Well, I mean, for the most part, he's still got that very wooden. You'd think somebody who'd been in the business for 20 years would know how to deliver a promo, but regardless, I like
Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
I know it's a face thing. It's a face thing. It's a face. I know what you mean. Like I love Jeff Hardy. I mean, I kind of don't agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I see where you're coming from, and it's kind of like a face thing. You know what I mean? Just, when you're a heel, it's different. It's way cooler. But when you're a babyface, it's like it could be very wooden, like you said. Oh.
I don't know that it's just a heel thing.
What are you saying?
Because,
what are you doing?
I mean, with Jeff Hardy, you have he's mostly been a babyface for most of his career.
We dream about having it all, and yet very few of us ever lived that dream. We imagine what it would be like to be a big superstar, own the world. Then we wake up just trying to survive another day.
This is Jeff Hardy in TNA when he was a heel.
Yeah.
And you're saying this is somehow better and not exactly the same thing.
No, I think that's very cool. I thought it was very cool. Yeah.
For years, I thought if I do the right thing,
Show the video.
I found out the hard way. If you want something, do the right thing. You take it.
I love TNA Immortal Jeff.
Honestly, first of all, none of what he's saying makes sense because he's talking about how for years he tried to do the right thing. Yeah, he's babyface, but also this is at the height of his drug obsession, so I don't feel like he was trying to do the right thing for years, but I digress. The same promo.
Shut up.
It's the same promo.
How? It's not. It's not the same promo.
For years they tried to do the right thing. Locked away in a human hell. The cell.
Play the song.
Jeff Hardy, I love Jeff Hardy.
What?
I'm not going to say something bad about Jeff Hardy, but he's a shitty promo. He always has.
No, I don't agree. This is a song. Everyone listen to this cool song.
Play that on guitar, Phil.
I should. Guys, I don't know if I don't remember if we were live when I said this, but imagine that song imagine that song being the Messiah's theme song and him coming out with that beginning. I think that would be so cool. Yeah, cool. Jeff is a shitty promo. What? Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. I mean, I can understand how sometimes it's like facey. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like that with all baby faces. But
we complained about you joined in with the complaints about Matt Hardy sounding very wooden during a concussion promo last week.
He's concussed. He didn't know where he was.
That's an excuse. It's the same he delivers his promos the same way, but he's not concussed. I mean, maybe he's just walking around with a concussion all the time because that's how he is because he's Jeff Hardy. But this is a guy who has had the same delivery, whether he's drugged out, whether he's drunk.
I'm just gonna say that you're not a Jeff Hardy fan. I just don't think he's a Jeff Hardy fan. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think Jack likes Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's in my top 5, all right? And you just clearly don't appreciate him like I appreciate him. I was there with him back when he was doing drugs. He got fired in 2009, and I went with him. I went with him to TNA, and I loved every second of it. And then he came back to WWE. It's really awesome. And of course, Final Deletion and all that. And I just don't think you're a fan of Jeff Hardy. And whatever, bro. Whatever.
Jeff Hardy's supposed to be sober now, right? He's supposed to be not on drugs anymore. But when he comes out to the ring and cuts a promo, I mean, it reminds me of this.
Straight edge man again. The first ever straight edge.
This is great.
I think Christian said it best. CM Punk, I think you're a nerd.
So tell me this is not Jeff Hardy coming out every single week of his life and cutting a promo on Raw.
No, yeah, exactly. I was literally about to say the same thing, Juice. Jack, did Jeff hurt you? Did he do something to you? Did he not high five you when you were 9 at a WWE live event? What happened?
He didn't. That is true. But I mean, honestly, you're telling me that if he came out on SmackDown right now with a microphone and he looked at the audience all awkwardly and he goes, I think Christian said it best. Well, what the hell does straight edge even mean? You wouldn't question it, would you?
Jack, I don't know what your problem is with Jeff Hardy, but I'm not liking it. I don't understand why you hate Jeff Hardy so much. I would think you would. I would think of all people you would like Jeff Hardy a lot, but clearly you don't. So, whatever, dude. Say what you want. Spread your blasphemous words. I don't care. No one respects you, Jack. Jack, are we gonna fight? No. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it civilized. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna get mad. Let's move on to the next prediction, Jack.
Well, okay, hold on. Juice Batch in the chat says Jack needs to cover Stan and call it Jeff. I actually really like that idea.
Oh yeah.
It's down right now. So Jeff Hardy, you have him winning this match. I have Sami Zayn actually. I think that the idea of Sami Zayn calling himself the rightful champion, if he was able to win this, he could maybe still say he was the rightful champion as opposed to, because if he lost the ladder match, he wouldn't be able to say that anymore. And he's only been doing that gimmick for like a month. So it would be weird to kind of cut it off like this. I think it's a great heel gimmick for him to be able to, run around with his belt and say, "Oh, I've been the champion this whole time." Maybe at a certain point, with all this time that he's supposedly held the title, he could say he's like the longest reigning champion or something. But everybody's like, "Wait, but you're not really, you weren't the champion for all that time or something." I think it's a good heel gimmick, and he's kind of right because they never should have stripped him of the title in the first place. It's definitely weird that they never have mentioned why he left. They're always just like, "Well, he took off for no reason. He didn't even explain why he left, and now he's coming back to say he's champion." Well, there was a reason actually, but
what?
You hear about this pandemic thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So
that's why he left. I see.
Winning the ladder match, and you have Jeff Hardy winning the ladder. So another one we disagree on. So we have 3 matches now that could, if I were to correctly pick all these, if Asuka, Street Profits, and Sami Zayn all win these matches, if we don't disagree on the main event here, then that means we'll be tied in the predictions game. It'll be very interesting. Right now the score is 45-42 in favor of you, and maybe it'll come down to this one. Who knows? Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, a rematch from SummerSlam. This time it's an ambulance match. I don't know. What do you think about an ambulance match in general? I don't like the idea of a title being on the line in an ambulance match. I think it can kind of work, but like.
Of course, you just want one-on-one single matches with a 30-minute time limit, right, Jack? That's exactly what you want. That's all you ever want, right, Jack?
It could
you
be
just want Daniel Bryan. You just want Daniel Bryan doing knees and arm bars, right? That's what you want.
Yeah, honestly, yes. But Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton had a great regular singles match at SummerSlam, and it ended with an anticlimactic finish, right? Now we have the rematch, so I expected either we get some kind of hardcore match or we get another great singles match because these.
Okay, an ambulance match is not going to be hardcore. They can use other weapons in an ambulance match.
No, you're right. But the finish is not going to be. It's going to feel like it's going to be the most exciting finish in an ambulance match ever was when Roman Reigns went to knock Braun Strowman into the ambulance and Braun moved out of the way and he just landed in the ambulance. That was the most exciting version of an ambulance match finish I've ever seen. So what else are they going to do? The best thing they can do possibly, which would actually be kind of cool, is if like say Randy Orton RKO'd Drew McIntyre through the top of the ambulance and it broke.
Jack, you talk like you've been wrestling for 25 years, Jack. Just shut up and watch. It's going to be a great match. Stop this, Jack. You know it's going to be an amazing match. I don't understand the hate. This is going to be a great match. Just enjoy it. Sit back and enjoy it. It's wrestling. It's a great match with a great feud. Randy Orton's going to win the title. We love Randy Orton. Me and you both love Randy Orton. Let's just enjoy the match, Jack.
I don't know, man. I mean, I like to look at it with a more critical lens, to be honest. But from the chat, Jack's dream is Nick Bockwinkel versus Dusty Rhodes. All matches copying that template. Phil wants chaos.
Yeah. Exactly.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
I will say I do like traditional matches. I do. And, an ambulance match, not my bag. Sorry.
Wow, okay. But I think the match is going to be absolutely amazing. They're able to do whatever they want, and then you got to put your opponent in an ambulance, and it's perfect because they both sent each other to ambulances before. So why not have an ambulance match? It's so perfect. The storyline is great. I've never loved Randy Orton so much in my life. Maybe I think I've loved Randy Orton. I haven't loved Randy Orton this much since like 2007, 2008, 2009. Like I have not loved Randy Orton this much since then. And it's just, he's so good. He's the best heel. He's amazing in the ring. He's a psychopath, and he needs to be our WWE champion. Did Jack hate the Buried Alive matches?
No, I don't hate the Buried Alive match, but I don't. It's the same thing as an ambulance. It's like I don't really like the finish. Is kind of boring every time.
How?
Well, it's gonna be because you're putting the guy in the grave, and then it takes you a while to put the dirt on them. You know, except for when it's like
And they can get out.
Yeah, but
And it's exciting.
also-
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Do you like things? Do you like cool things? Are you a fun person? Are you depressed? Are you always playing "Come As You Are" by Nirvana like we did earlier? Is that what it is?
Yes, you have my entire psychological profile nailed down exactly. We both have Randy Orton winning this match. We
Yes.
both had him for SummerSlam, so I guess we both think that this is going to be the way it goes, right? Randy Orton throws Drew in the ambulance, drives off, maybe drives it off a cliff, something along those lines. Drives into an electrical board, and Drew McIntyre comes out stuttering next week.
Maybe that'll happen. Similar to what happened to old Goldie right there. If anyone was wondering, this is the shot where Goldust turned straight and got Tourette's because Randy Orton and Batista were looking for Triple H. They asked Goldust where he was.
Oh,
He
so
said,
Phil,
I don't know. And they were like, "Oh yeah," and they started fighting, and they electrocuted Goldust, and then he turned to a different man.
So you're saying that you can change your sexuality? Just putting this on the
It
record.
happened to Goldust.
Well, that's Clash of Champions. We have predicted that show, and we had disagree on 3 matches. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens this Sunday. So definitely stay tuned. And before we go, we have a couple more things to talk about.
What?
For starters, we have to talk about the greatest wrestling themed tournament we've been going through.
Yes.
Yes. I got the results right here. I got them right here. You hear
Wait,
them?
hold on. You have the results right there, or people that are in the chat now that haven't voted, do they get a say?
No, they get to say for next week. Well, I'll run down those, okay?
Okay.
But for these, we had pretty clear winners. DX defeated Lita. Sorry, Erica, but DX defeated Lita's team. That was a pretty clear win.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. The chat and the votes on social media. We had Seth Rollins' team defeated Alexa Bliss's team. That was also a pretty overwhelming victory. The other two were pretty even. They actually went back and forth with the polls that we had on Instagram. It like seesawed a lot with both of these, and we had even people in the chat voting for these. So what it came down to was we had Voices, Randy Orton's theme, versus Nobody's, the Decay theme by Marilyn Manson, and it definitely went back and forth. There were times both teams were winning, but the winner was Voices, Randy Orton's theme.
Yeah.
Then for the last one, we had Rob Van Dam's two, I guess, more iconic themes. We had One of a Kind, and we had The Whole Fucking Show. This also went back and forth early on in the polls. The Whole Fucking Show was winning, but ultimately, One of a Kind won.
Yeah, I assumed it was gonna win. People just didn't watch TNA. It's a shame.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's just a worse
I
theme.
guarantee you, 50% of those people that voted probably didn't even know what the whole effing show was. They probably looked it up.
You're just pissed. You're just sad that you're.
If you were watching it live every week during that time, I don't know how you can say that One of a Kind is better than the whole effing show. It was the coolest thing, but whatever. I mean, I love One of a Kind, of course. And I mean, it's an era in WWE that I love, but dude, the whole effing show is just so sick. But whatever.
So this week we're actually going to run down 8. We're going to run down 8 matches from round 1 because we want to get to round 1 a little quicker because if we go 4 a week, it's take forever. But so I'm just gonna. You can vote in the chat if you'd like to vote, but I will put polls on Instagram at FightGeist Wrestling. I've tried to put polls at FightGeist Pod on Twitter, and they just didn't really get people to vote on there. I guess people aren't on Twitter as much, but yeah. So you can vote on Instagram later if you'd like to. You can also vote right now in the chat, and I'll write it down. The first one, I'm gonna run through these fast so we don't take up too much time on this because the polls will be going on throughout the week. Shinsuke Nakamura's theme. You mentioned it earlier. People can't sing along to it anymore, but it's still, you can count it as the original. If somehow you like the rapping version, fine, that counts too. Nakamura's theme.
For the record, I don't think anyone is gonna count the rapping version. I think when you put Shinsuke Nakamura's theme, everyone's always gonna think about the sing along one.
That's probably true, but if you do somehow like the rapping version, that it's not considered a different theme. So, yeah. So Shinsuke's theme versus Matt Hardy's WWE theme. You remember this? I can slap a tomato.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can
The
drive
tornado.
I'm pretty sure it's tomato.
Oh, it's tornado. I smack a tornado.
No. But why would he be slapping a tornado? That seems really kind of.
Why would he be slapping a tomato?
Maybe there's a certain ways you can cook these things. You stomp on grapes to make wine, slap a tomato to make tomato juice.
Yeah, he said tomato. That's not cool. No one's gonna slap a tomato. You slap a tornado, it's like, whoa, well, this tornado's coming this way. You know what? Nah, it's not gonna hit me. Boom! Slaps the tornado, kills it. That's cool.
The next line in that song is I can dry up a sea. Honestly, that seems like kind of an asshole move, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jack, I just wanna say this. Juice Bash said, did he say tomato? Wow, how are you hosting a wrestling podcast? She's dying. Everyone's making fun of you. We're not laughing with you, Jack. We're laughing at you.
That's fine. Hey, Phil. I don't know if you've heard of this, but there is this cool thing. It's called a joke. It's also called. I mean, you can call it
trying to play it off. You guys see him trying to play it off now? Yeah.
Maybe it's just me trying to play it off.
Tomato Boy. That's your new nickname.
The tomato slapping asshole that is Matt Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Vote in the chat if you'd like to, or you can wait for the polls. That's the first one. Second one.
That's hard. That's hard for me.
Mike and Maria, the true love. You know, here's to the greatest. That one. Take it, Phil. You were supposed to sing the next line. What happened?
No. I'm mad at you. I'm not singing with you, Jack.
All right.
Tomato.
So we have Mike and Maria versus. Oh yeah, here's one you'll like. I'm an ass man, Billy Gunn.
Oh, most definitely Billy Gunn.
You're voting for that one?
Oh, definitely. And I think I'd go with Matt Hardy's theme. Yeah, I don't know. You can sing along Shinsuke Nakamura's theme, which is really cool. That's really cool.
We have.
I gotta hear
people
them both.
Are asking about other themes. We do have a lot more coming up. We put a lot of themes into this tournament, so just wait and see. Stay tuned for coming weeks and right now because I'm gonna list some more of them. We have a lot.
Pat, there's 64 themes. We have a gigantic tournament of amazing themes. Don't worry, we're getting to them.
Yeah, no worries. So Mike and Maria versus Assman. Vote in the chat if you'd like to. We have one vote for Billy Gunn right there. Okay, and the next one. Bobby Roode, right? Glorious, classic. Yeah. Who can forget about that? Versus Becky Lynch's theme.
Becky Lynch.
Lyrics, you know?
Becky Lynch. Also because when we were there at WrestleMania, it was pretty cool to sing that live. So Becky Lynch has a special place in my heart.
I'm going Glorious because I used to rock out to that song all the time.
Yeah, me too, but I don't like it anymore now.
That's fair. I don't like Bobby Roode anymore. But
yeah, me either. I want beer money back.
Yeah, honestly, it's true. Wait, just stay tuned though, because later on in the tournament, Bobby Roode's TNA theme will be in this tournament as well, which I think is very underrated.
Yes.
You have the Rock's theme, of course. That's a classic.
No. Hold on. Which theme, dude? There were like 7 different Rock themes.
No, it's all the same thing.
No, it's not at all.
Dun, 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 that one.
No, there was no. Okay, I'm gonna say which theme we're talking about. The one where he's like, "Ha, the Rock's laying the SmackDown. The Rock says, the Rock,
right?
The Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth. Ha! That's the best song. That's the best song ever."
Well, they're all remixes of the same song.
No, so but dude, you're not gonna put on the 2011 Rock song. No one puts that Rock song on. You put on the 99 Rock song. You put on the 2000 Rock song. You put on the song when he was a part of the when he was bad and he was like really slow and it was like a little remix. You put that on. Those are rock songs. Anything after that, dude, sucks. That song that he came out to when he was like fighting John Cena, like that newer version, I hate it. I don't know why it was ever changed. It's a classic case of don't fix something that isn't broke.
What are you talking about when he came out to Florida though? Because if you're saying that song is good, we have a problem.
Diggy dog. Yeah, we should put the No Mercy theme.
That would be a good one. Although technically no wrestlers come out to it, so I think
Jimmy Lloyd came out to it.
True, good point. But
Yo,
Jimmy
we gotta
Lloyd's
put that on the list. What'd you say?
Versus...
What'd you say about Jimmy Lloyd?
No, I said his regular theme might even be worth it, but we didn't include that. So, The Rock's theme versus The Brood. This is the one a lot of people like. A lot of people like The Brood theme. It's a very unique wrestling.
Oh God,
theme. So
that's hard.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So we have that. We have.
Hold on, we gotta let that sit. Hold on. We gotta let that sit. Like, think about that, dude. The Rock's theme, and we're talking Attitude Era Rock. We're talking Cool Rock. We're talking about The Rock's theme versus The Brood. That's hard. Yeah, Brood's theme is awesome, but Rock's theme is also awesome as well. I want to know what other people are gonna say. I can't even pick right now.
Drop your picks in the chat if you'd like to.
That's hard.
The next one, Break the Walls Down, Chris Jericho's theme. One of my picks to go all the way. I think that's one of the greatest wrestling themes ever.
Which one though?
The Break the Walls Down.
No, but like when he debuted. Well, I like the one there he debuted. I like the early Break the Walls Down one.
I mean.
Whatever. We'll just all lump it all together. But you guys get the gist.
Yeah. So we have that, or we have the Nexus theme. Remember that? We walk alone. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh. All right. Well, if you're on the podcast, Juice Bash appears to have photoshopped a tomato onto my face. I'm not happy about it. Okay. I'm gonna slap that tomato.
Thank you. Well done indeed.
I might dry up a C. All right.
What a legend.
I'm pissed. So, Break the Walls Down versus Nexus. You can drop your... Oh, I see how this is going to go. Now you're going to be able to see me talk. Really cool of you. At least to line it up with the words on the screen. So, the Nexus versus Jericho, Break the Walls Down. Okay? Drop your votes if you'd like to.
Oh, Nexus versus Jericho?
Yep.
Oh, dude, definitely Jericho, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I love the Nexus theme, but like...
Urkadrick says, what makes a song good? That's a good point. We do have some songs in here that are not considered traditionally good songs, but they're definitely good wrestling songs. For example, Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze's theme. You wanted this one included, so I included it.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Gorgeous is the name of the song.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that song.
What's the other one?
Well, it's going to be up against AJ Styles' TNA theme. I Am.
Oh, dude, I got it. Oh, you can't not pick AJ Styles' TNA theme though. Like, that's a good song. That's a good theme song, bro. Like, as much as I love Tyler Breeze and I think his theme song is absolutely awesome, I might have to go with AJ Styles' TNA song. Oh man, what's being said in the chat? Like, certain music makes me happy because of what I associate it with. Yeah, exactly. There's a big nostalgia factor. A song like AJ Styles' TNA theme, that's big nostalgia for me. A song being horrible in real life, but when it's a wrestling theme, it becomes great. Those are my requirements. Like what song would I want as my personal entrance theme if I were a WWE wrestler right now?
The next vote is
for the record.
Thank you for coming out. Yes.
My wrestling theme would be One Bullet Left by 6 Feet Under.
The next one is going to be Tetsuya Naito's theme song, right? That's a pretty... It hits pretty hard, I think. Against the Mustache Mountain theme. Do you know these?
Not really. They're not going to win. I don't think it matters. None of these teams are going to win.
You never know. Let me play a couple little clips of these songs. But yeah, we have the Mustache Mountain theme.
$3 bill, y'all.
I think this is a pretty solid song. Well, that's not. So definitely that one's not winning because it had an ad before it. Here we go.
It's alright.
And then we have its opponent is Naito's theme, which sounds.
Oh, Naito's theme.
Right.
No, Naito's theme might win.
Let's skip ahead a little bit. So one or the other. It's gonna be one of those.
Naito's theme all day. No, honestly though, Naito's theme might win. I mean, I don't think it's gonna win, but it's gonna go far. Cause Naito's theme, oh god, I love that. There's nothing like hearing Naito's theme at 5 in the morning and when you're extremely tired and you just watch Wrestling Kingdom and you have to go to school in 2 hours. It's the best.
It's true.
Those are my memories of Naito's theme. Being extremely tired.
And we have two more we're just going to run through real quick. This is a really good one. I don't know who's going to win this one. We have Kane, the old Slow Chemical theme song, right, by Finger 11.
Oh my god, one of the best.
Love that one. I listen to that like outside of wrestling. I listen to that for fun.
same.
Against Joey Janela's old theme, Pro Division.
No, that's hard, you guys. Kavinsky, great DJ. Oh my god.
And the last one we're going to cover is.
That's hard.
Well, we actually talked about Yoshitatsu's theme earlier, right? We talked about how underrated that song is, regardless of whether it was given to him in a racist, stereotypical sense or not. That's against a theme that a lot of people like now, which is Judas, Jericho's current theme.
Oh, Judas, obviously.
Okay, we got one vote for Judas, but it might. Who knows? Who knows? Some people, such as myself, might be going for Yoshitatsu. Who knows?
You're crazy. No, but to pick Protovision or Slow Chemical, that's hard. Cause Slow Chemical, like I grew up with that, but then Joey Janela's theme, it's like that's like iconic as well. I don't know. Oh my god, that's so hard. That's very hard. This is a hard tournament.
It is, and we're gonna see throughout the week what ends up going down. These are tough. I don't know even what I'm gonna pick, but
juice.
It's in the chat. Boulevard Billy says Protovision is a song that wasn't written for wrestling.
That's true. That's true.
Giving Enter Sandman a spot and saying that's the best theme. Yeah, that's true, but I think it counts. Oh, Dreadman
no, he
actually
has a point though, because like you can't really put regular songs. Like now that I'm thinking about it, this kind of messes up to put regular songs that are actually really good and try to have them fight against wrestling theme songs, because wrestling theme songs are different. He has a point.
I mostly went for themes that are associated more with wrestling than with outside of wrestling. You know, I didn't pick Enter Sandman. I didn't put some of these themes that are not thought of as regular songs. They're more thought of as wrestling themes. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. I think Enter Sandman is a regular song.
My Light, Randy Orton's old theme, which we'll get to I think next week. That is technically not a wrestling song, right? It's a song just by Mercy Drive, I think is the band. So you could count that as not a wrestling theme, but it's known as a wrestling theme. So.
Yeah, that song is amazing. That might win. Burning My Light, like honestly, I think my two favorite songs of all time are Burning My Light and My Time, the Triple H, and maybe probably the DX theme. Like, that's hard. This is gonna be very hard, you guys.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely gonna be hard. And you can vote on Instagram. We're at FightGeist Wrestling. You can vote right now in the chat if you are live. If you want to drop your votes last minute right now, and you have until next week to let us know who's winning this who you want to win this tournament, who you want to advance past round one. Until then, we'll be right here in front of these mics. I'm Jack Peterson. I'm Ajax. I'm Mr. Clean. I'm Mr. Trivia. I'm Sexpac. I'm Supercomputer. I'm the man of 1,000 strongly worded wrestling opinions, and I'm joined every week by the man across the internet.
I just want to say people in the chat are saying, where do we draw the line? Because Rage wrote the DX theme, and Urko said it's a gray line, and yes, it's a very, very gray line. But no matter what color the line is, we had an amazing episode today, Jack. And I am just looking forward to coming back next week and being Mr. Predictions once again. Because I am the best. And Jack, you're a tomato boy. I just hope you know that. I just want you to know that ever since that tomato photo was made, you've been a tomato boy. It's permanent now. I think I should put my own vote as to whether we should have Jack back or just have a tomato on his face the whole time. But we are the best wrestling podcast because we are FightGeist.
The alternative wrestling podcast.